The Bonker Hotel, a place whispered about in hushed tones. Another disappearance, another call into the unknown. Two officers tasked with finding what vanished within these walls. The hotel stood silent, a monument of forgotten horrors, no signs of life. Only an unsettling stillness, then a sound along. Drawn-out creak, a silent invitation into the abyss inside. Time had stopped, dust covered everything. Yet, fresh footprints mar the ancient floor. One officer rings the reception bell. A single, echoing ting reverberates through the silence. No one appears, only the silence answers then. Faint footsteps from upstairs they ascend. Their own steps echoing loudly. Hallway lights flicker erratically, raw numbers. Strange and out of sequence. Two numbers missing, a chilling anomaly. At the hallway's end, room 307. A camera, still recording, lay on the bed. They press play, revealing a terrifying scene. Behind him, indistinct. Menacing shadowy figures. The video suddenly cuts to black immediately. The room temperature drops drastically. The bathroom tap turns on by itself. The mirror fogs up. Words slowly appear. They try to leave, but the door is jammed. Soft, unsettling whispers emanate from the walls, saying, "Stay with us." The lights suddenly go out, plunging them into darkness only moonlight casts long. Distorted shadows appear across the walls. Moving slowly, one officer shines his flashlight, but they vanish. Suddenly, the door unlocks and swings open. They run out, desperate to escape, but the corridor has become unnaturally long. At the far end, a ghostly woman stands. Slowly, she lifts her head. Revealing black eyes, her voice echoes. No one leaves Bonker Hotel. They try to run downstairs, but the staircase betrays them. Doors slam shut all around them. Windows shatter with loud crashes. The whispers grow louder, surrounding them. Suddenly, complete darkness envelops them. Silence. The next morning, sunlight bathes the hotel. A tourist bus arrives. New travelers unaware, the receptionist appears with an unsettling smile behind him. A wall of old photographs. The camera slowly zooms toward the wall. Two new photos have appeared among them, their faces pale and ghostly, alongside spectral guests. Fade to black, a final, lingering whisper. The night was a canvas of storm, a relentless downpour blurring the lines between road and abyss. Miles from anywhere, a lone car cut through the tempest, its headlights piercing the inky blackness. Desperation led him here, to a place whispered about in hushed tones, a forgotten relic of a bygone era. The sign, a broken promise of comfort, pulsed with a sickly, intermittent glow, barely illuminating its name. One window, high above, offered a faint, unsettling light, a solitary eye watching the storm. The hotel loomed, a skeletal silhouette against the stormy sky, an eerie monument to abandonment. He stepped from the car, the wind tearing at his clothes, the hotel's presence a cold. Heavy weight, the grand entrance, once welcoming, now stood as a gaping maw, beckoning him into the unknown. As he neared, the heavy door, without a touch, began to creak open, revealing only darkness within. A shiver, not from the cold, traced its way down his spine. He hesitated, but the storm raged on. Inside, the lobby was a tomb of forgotten grandeur, thick dust blanketing every surface. Tattered drapes hung like shrouds, and the air was heavy with the scent of decay and time. His footsteps echoed unnaturally loud in the oppressive silence, each sound swallowed by the vast emptiness. He reached the reception desk, a relic of a bygone era, and saw a tarnished bell. With a hesitant hand, he pressed the bell, its sharp ting shattering the silence like glass. From the deep shadows behind the desk, a figure slowly emerged, an old man with an unsettling smile. His eyes, ancient and vacant, held a chilling glint, his presence a cold, unwelcome embrace. A raspy whisper broke the silence. "Welcome, room 307 is waiting for you," the words hung in the air. A chilling invitation to a fate unknown, a room that awaited. He took the key. Its cold metal a stark contrast to the warmth he desperately sought. The hallway stretched before him, a dimly lit tunnel into the hotel's dark heart. Each step echoed, amplified by the silence, as if the walls themselves were listening, old paintings on the wall. The subjects faded, seemed to watch him, their frames slowly tilting. A faint whisper, a rustle. Then the distinct sound of footsteps behind him. He spun around. Nothing, only the shadows, playing tricks, or so he desperately hoped. Room 307. The number glowed faintly in the dim light, a beacon of dread. He inserted the key, the lock groaning in protest, and pushed the door open. The room appeared normal, a deceptive calm before the storm. A temporary reprieve. He glanced at the mirror, and for a fleeting moment, a dark shadow materialized behind him. He spun around, heart pounding. But the room was empty, the shadow vanished, a sudden gush of water. The bathroom tap turning on by itself, a chilling invitation. He slowly approached. Drawn by an unseen force, his dread growing with each step. The mirror fogged, and dark letters began to form. A silent, terrifying message, a clear, undeniable warning, etched in mist, a desperate plea from the unseen. Suddenly, the lights died, plunging the room into absolute darkness, save for the storm's fury when they returned. The room was transformed, aged decades in an instant, scarred and broken. The air grew colder, heavier, filled with the echoes of forgotten despair. Faint sounds of children laughing, distant and distorted, drifted from the hallway. The door to room 307 slowly creaked open, revealing an impossibly long corridor at its far end. A figure stood motionless, a ghostly woman with hair obscuring her face. Slowly, she lifted her head, revealing eyes of absolute blackness, devoid of light or life. Terror seized him. He turned and ran, desperate to escape the endless nightmare. He fumbled with door handles, each one a false hope. A cruel trick of the hotel. Every door he opened, every frantic attempt, led him back to the same cursed room. Trapped, he stumbled back into 307, the mirror now a gateway to pure horror. Dozens of ghostly faces, pale and distorted, stared back from the glass, surrounding him, whispers. A cacophony of spectral voices closed in, chilling him to the bone. "You should never have come here," they hissed, the words echoing in his mind. The screen cuts to morning, a deceptive calm, the storm now a distant memory. Another car approaches, another traveler, drawn by the hotel's silent, sinister allure. He enters the lobby. Raise the bell, and from the shadows, the receptionist appears, his pale face, his vacant eyes. A chilling echo of the night before, a cycle renewed. Behind the desk, a wall of old photographs, a gallery of forgotten guests. The camera slowly zooms in, revealing a new addition, a chilling testament to the hotel's hunger. The previous traveler. Now one of them, his face etched with eternal terror, the hotel's dark secret, forever preserved, awaiting its next unsuspecting guest. Some doors once opened can never truly be closed.